Hello, hello. Okay, we got some rain. That's exciting. Tom Nook. Aw, we got a sale. Ah, really? And that's usually the time I like to stream on Wednesdays. Man, that's annoying. Okay, so yesterday I got a new shirt. There's only 3 shirts that I need this summer, right? And there's one from each item group. And I got the one for my rare item group yesterday, which means that the sales are officially useless again. Not forever though, technically. Before I was saying the sales were useless, but once it hits summer, you know, there'll be a rare shirt. And then I got that one. So now it's useless. But in the fall, the only shirt I need in the fall is a rare shirt. So that'll be helpful at some point, probably. Anyway, it's raining, so that's cool. That means gyroids, but sale is not good, not very helpful. So not happy about that. Also, there's apparently a pitfall in A2, which there's not a lot of space here, so maybe it's like behind this. Maybe it's, yep, there it is. Okay, so the state of play, Sony's state of play was today. I watched it. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. Very long. Hence why I'm here late. Because I got home, deal with dinner, watched the thing again, you know? It just took a long time. They showed some cool stuff. How many battle royales? I don't think any, from what I could tell at least, which is good. It was a lot of, I guess there's a decent variety of different games. And like, I was fairly happy. At the beginning, you know, they showed some stuff. They showed some games that I was like that I would be more interested in towards the beginning, and then the second half it kind of like started to lose me a little bit. But again, I just like watching them. You know, like I'm never gonna like every game that comes out. I don't play every game. There's some games there that I'm like I wouldn't say there's anything where I'm like I need to buy this day one. Nothing that was shown like that. But, you know, that doesn't mean I won't get it at some point. Again, I do limit myself on, like, how many day one purchases I make per year. Usually I do 2 or 3. Sometimes there's 4. 4 is a little bit of a stretch. You know, last year with the Switch 2 coming out, that changed things a little bit. Because I can think of at least 3 games off the top of my head. Like, I bought Pirate Yakuza, I bought Donkey Kong Bonanza, I bought Metroid Prime 4. I got Kirby Air Riders for Christmas, thankfully, so that's one off the list, but technically it's still another, like, day one-ish. Anyway, they showed a Dave the Diver prequel, and I'm happy about that. That looks fun. I played Dave the Diver last year, and I really enjoyed it. I'd say it was a really good game. I liked it. It's got a nice charm to it. It was fun. So they're doing something like that. I'm happy to see more of it, you know? They're doing a Rayman remake, which is cool. They showed Wolverine footage, and again, I'm not a big, like, Wolverine guy. Never really watched the movies. Just not into Wolverine, really, but the game looks cool. Yeah, Rayman. They're doing a remake of, like, Rayman Legends or something. And I was like, is that my boy Globax? This is insane. It was like the second thing they showed. I lost it. Not really, but I kind of lost it. I was like, Rayman? Are we for real right now? I was shocked to see him, to be honest. So, I'm happy to see that. That's cool. You know, I like that. But Wolverine, it looked good. It was very brutal. Very brutal. A very violent game. Wow, we're like getting like double 6.7 today. Not only is the price 6.7, but the 6.7 shirt's here. That's crazy. But yeah, like Wolverine, it looked cool. I mean, it's gonna play like similar to the Insomniac Spider-Man games, which I had fun with. I enjoyed those. I don't know if it's really super innovative, but like the combat looks fun, I guess. Or it looks flashy in a completely different way. I feel like I don't know. I did like specifically buy or desire a PS4 because of the Spider-Man game, because of like my attachment to the Spider-Man 2 game on the GameCube. So I don't know. I would probably play the Wolverine game, but I wouldn't like buy it on launch. You know, I'd probably try to get it on a sale or something. And then they showed. Why am I buying shirts? I don't know. I don't know what I'm up to. I just defaulted. I started yapping, so I just did what I do when I'm yapping, and I'm buying shirts. Hey, if there's a shirt I need here today, there's no chance that I'm missing it. That's for sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm killing time because I have not enough time to talk about everything. I live react sometimes. Like when I send messages as I watch usually, so I'm just like reading through it. But yeah, they did like Wolverine, the Dave the Diver prequel, which is pretty cool. There's some weird yokai hunter game. I don't really know how I feel about that because they didn't really show much, and the combat looked really weird. Like the camera angles looked off. But I love yokai, so like, I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. There's a really weird dinosaur-looking game. They showed Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's pretty fun. I could show you the post model. Yeah, that could work. Definitely can't go wrong with that. Let me clean up this monstrosity. So, racer shirt. Loud Line shirt that I got yesterday. Backyard pool. The diamond shirt. Rugby shirt. Number 67 shirt. Yeah, let's just get rid of all that. Okay, they showed Phantom Blade Zero, which is a game like realistic dinosaurs, like you're running away from dinosaurs in some sort of like stealth game. I'm very confused. They started the trailer off with like some kid playing with dinosaurs in the back of a car, and they're talking about which dinosaurs he likes, and then the car gets hit all of a sudden. I was like, I saw it. You should see it coming a mile away, but it's just funny that they decided to go out with that. But it looks weird. I don't know. I don't know where they're going with that one. That could be like good or weird. But Phantom Blade Zero, they're just like, hey, we're gonna show more of this in a different presentation soon. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm interested in that one. That's kind of the like big one for me, I guess. And I'm thinking about buying it when it comes out, but I think it comes out in September, and I don't know when I'm gonna maybe plan a trip, and I need to figure out when I'm planning this trip, and if it's too soon to, you know. So, blah 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 blah. There's a really funny thing where they introduced RuneScape Dragon Wilds, which is a game that I'm aware of, and it's on PC, and they're like, for the first time, this franchise or something, this game will be making its way to PlayStation, and they're just, RuneScape Dragon Wilds! And I just died. I don't know, it was very funny, just the way that they segued and introduced it. With Phantom Blade Zero, they've shown it multiple times. I think they've shown it 2 or 3 times in different state of plays before. And they already gave a date, and it was in September. And then it was like, as soon as it started, I'm like, oh, this is Phantom Blade Zero. Okay, cool. And then it's like, nah, we'll give you another thing soon. I'm like, okay, fine, I get it. You've shown enough for now, whatever. They're doing an Until Dawn too, which I was not expecting. That's kind of funny to see. And then at the end, they're like, we got one more thing. And I was like, what do you mean one more thing? There's like 20 minutes left. And then they showed a God of War game. Which I feel like, I don't know if it was a leak or if people have just been speculating, but it's like a God of War game where you play as Kratos' like dead wife. And I don't know, that could be cool, I guess. I enjoyed the 2 recent God of War games, but I don't know if I have a little bit of God of War fatigue right now. So again, it's probably like, I think I bought Ragnarok when it came out and I enjoyed playing it, but I don't know if I would do it again. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm a little fatigued. But yeah, anyway, hey, look, it's the post model. Yeah, the only upcoming game you're actively aware of is Okami 2. Yeah, that's a big deal. Okami's like a cult classic, to my knowledge. I've not played it. I do own it now, but it's of course in the long list of games that I need to get around to playing. But yeah, look, it's the post model. I'm trying to like consciously say post model. And it amuses me because I feel like I have to stop myself, so it's just funny to hear this little like gap. You know, I got this thing almost 2 months ago. That's crazy. It's crazy it's been 2 months since I've been done with this. Also, speaking of which, I have not been good on uploading my videos lately. I am up until the end of April, so all of May has not been uploaded. I need to get around to that. But I feel like I'm just trying to like play games, and then I'm not trying to play games, and I'm trying to like plan another trip, and then I'm not doing that. I've got a million other things going on, so I just keep forgetting about that. I'll do that at some point. Definitely at some point. But yeah, I mean, it was a good presentation, I guess. You own Okami Den when you're in Japan, but it's mostly just Okami DLC with alternate characters. Okay, interesting. I haven't heard of that one, to be honest. I might look into it at some point. Maybe if I play Okami, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I guess the presentation was fine though. It's interesting because they really showed like 10 minutes of Wolverine footage at the beginning, and then at the end they're like, here, like they were like, we got one more game. I was like, huh? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna show you 20 minutes of uninterrupted footage, and then just show you the beginning of this new God of War game. So like half an hour of this presentation was 2 games. And I guess they're probably the 2 biggest games because again, we're dealing with like Insomniac and Santa Monica Studios. So like those are big PlayStation studios. It makes sense. So, but yeah, they had some other stuff in there. There's no Bloodborne. Where's my Bloodborne? Bloodborne's never seen the light of day. Definitely not. But you know, I can dream. I can dream. There's a DS. I didn't realize there was that many Okami games. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna write sale on the schedule here. So that's gonna be tomorrow, which is gonna affect when I stream because I can't stream between 11 and 2. That's annoying. So maybe it'll be like late-ish, late afternoon. Maybe, probably. That makes most sense. I don't think there's any game presentations on tomorrow. I think the next one I care about is on Friday. Game presentation this week? Question mark. Okay, so Summer Games Fest has them all in the... There's some Summer Games Showcase that was yesterday, apparently. I don't even know what some of these are. State of Play. Don't care about that. Don't care about... Yeah, Summer Game Fest is on Friday. And then they got... Yeah, I guess it's like Friday, Saturday, and then maybe Sunday. So... I'm not really a Wolverine fan. Sorry, Okami Den is the DS game, which is basically the same-ish game. Okay, now that's even more confusing. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. No, I'm not really a Wolverine fan. Like, I haven't watched the movies. I've never played any games. I haven't read the comics. But it just looks like it would be fun, I guess. More just like because like Insomniac made the Spider-Man game, so I'm just gonna trust them on it, I guess. But I'm not gonna buy it when it comes out. I'd wait for a sale, probably, knowing me. It's not like that much of a price. Like, I'd play it, but it's not like I'm gonna go out of my way to play it immediately. Anyway, I think that's all I got. I mean, like, literally, I barely did anything in the game today. There's no Gulliver. There's a clothing sale, which is useless, unfortunately. And then... It's raining, so Gyrate's tomorrow, and we'll look for shirts. I'm gonna have to be on, like, later because of the stupid sale being, like, at 12 o'clock, which is very annoying. Okami Den is Okami Light, but also sequel-ish, with some different and extra stuff on it. You know, Okami Den... mobile game. Okami Den, known in Japan as Okami Den Shisaki Taiyo, is a 2010 action-adventure game developed by Mobile and Game Studio Inc., published by Capcom. What are they saying? It is a spiritual successor rather than a sequel to Okami, a game originally released for the... That's... The more I read about this game, the weirder it is. What do you mean it's a spiritual successor? Ugh, that's so funny. Speaking of random Japanese games, it's okay. I'm amused by this. I'm amused to no end. They also showed like Onimusha. They're making like a remake of Onimusha. They're doing a Dynasty Warriors like 3 thing. Then I don't know, something else I think. So like that's cool, I think. I haven't played Onimusha, but I'm kind of interested. I'm intrigued. It's interesting though. I should get this game. That'd be funny. I should get Okami Den. That'd be very funny. I wonder if it's a lot of money. Okay, I know I like said that I'm done. I just keep doing things. This is no longer an Animal Crossing stream today. This is just me yapping about random games. Okay, this game's expensive. Never mind. That thing is running like $80 on average for a complete in box in Canadian money. So that's par for the course. I love me my expensive DS games. You got the shovelware DS games, and then you got the crazy expensive DS games. European version costs like 150 pounds when you can just find it in the next book off in Japan for 550 yen. You know what? I didn't realize this until like, I don't know, a couple months ago. You can just put in like any cartridge, like a DS cartridge, you can just put in a different console. Like, I didn't realize. You know, I always knew about region locks and all that stuff, but like there aren't really region locks for handhelds. I think it's a disc-based thing. Technically, it's also like a thing for the N64, but it's also not. Because like, if you were to plug in a Japanese cartridge to a North American N64, it wouldn't fit in the slot. But that's only because on the back, the two notches don't line up the same way with the console. So there's two ways you can go about that. You can just change your console to remove those things so it fits in. Or you could just take the back off of the Japanese cartridge and swap it with a North American back from a cartridge. And then it should work in theory, I think. That's what I read. I haven't tested it yet. I do have like one Japanese N64 game, but that's something I want to get around to. I want to get a couple more of those. Also, yeah, maybe you know what? If I see that when I go there next time, I will probably pick it up because that would be funny. I want to like, I bought like, you know, Yakuza 1, Yakuza 2, Yakuza Dead Souls, and Dobutsu no Mori. Those are the 4 I bought when I was in Japan. 4 games. Now I want to buy like all the Yakuzas, but some of them were like a little pricier. But now it'd just be cool to have all of them in like English and Japanese. But then there's also like other games, and I didn't really like. I was looking for games, but it was mostly Yakuza, and I wasn't looking for like a lot of other stuff. But now, since I'm back in my collecting mode, I kind of want to go harder. So I'm gonna make a thing. I'm gonna ask questions about how to read the the alphabetical order thing again, because I always forget. And I know I asked it before and I forgot what the answer was. But whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be a fun thing to own, so I might get it if I see it. But I don't know how common it is. I guess it could be very common, could be not. Anyway, I am just yapping. It's been a long day, and that's just how it is. And I saved, and normally I would run around aimlessly while I yap, but here you just get tangy, chilling. There were 2 in your local book off. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Anyway, that was a good little chat. No, it's okay. I don't mind. I had things that I wanted to say here today, you know? Like, I wanted to talk about the state of play, and unfortunately, I don't have enough in the game to warrant talking about it all, so I just have to, like, talk. But this is just how it is, you know? I'm used to yapping when I watch these game things, and it's like, you know, this is the week dinosaur talks. Exactly. Random weird dinosaur games. I can't wait to see that one be memed on when it comes out. Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be back tomorrow. We'll check out shirts. It'll be later than I would want to because of the stupid sale. Look for Gulliver. Maybe look for Gyrates. So we got some potential for something tomorrow. But yeah, I'll take it from. We'll take it from then. That's it for today. And then Friday is the next big presentation, so I will talk about that on Saturday probably, because the thing doesn't. I feel like by the time I have time to talk, yeah, I don't know. Don't mind me. Hopefully Gracie shows up. I'm annoyed about the sale, but with the sale, like maybe on Saturday. So anyway, it's been 20 minutes. I've said enough. I'll see you around soon. Until then, take care. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.